No matter how engaging your lesson is, not every student is going to find the content intrinsically motivating. Jessica loved your sci-fi dystopia unit, but you pretty much lost her when you started reading Pride and Prejudice. You have to have a variety of strategies to inspire kids to try hard, even when the work feels like, well, work. We think teachers can influence student effort in 3 fundamental ways: developing good classroom culture, challenging students appropriately, and enlisting parents to reinforce and support their messages. So what's good classroom culture? It means investing kids in their peers, the values you promote, and yourself. We've got minis about developing fun routines, cultivating a team identity, and reinforcing key principles that you'll weave into everything that happens in your room. What about investing students in you? Okay, water cooler sidebar. This is important because plenty of teachers get it wrong in the beginning. They think something like, hey, my students will try hard because we'll have great relationships. I'm going to chat with them between classes, I'll tell them how much I care, and I'll participate in school events. That's great. You're clearly a committed educator. But you're also going to need to be the kind of teacher who backs up his words by holding his students to high standards. You won't let your kid settle for low effort or screwing around because you'd be messaging to them that you don't actually always expect their best. The bottom line is that building deep and meaningful relationships has more to do with promoting learning than it does with cultivating friendship. Challenging students is an essential element to eliciting consistent effort. You need to plan not only a daily goal that is appropriately rigorous, but also a lesson that never levels out long enough for them to feel like they can rest completely. That means paying close attention to the moment-to-moment thinking that you're asking of your students. Our minis about challenging all students will give you strategies for maintaining broad participation and rigorous thinking throughout your lesson. And finally, a teacher can boost effort by enlisting the help of a student's parents. After all, you've only got an hour a day to reinforce your values. If kids are also hearing your message at home, you'll be much more likely to influence their efforts both inside and outside the classroom. You can find minis that will guide you through specific parent phone call techniques for developing positive and useful relationships with students' families. So what does that all look like in practice? This teacher is giving some pretty legit high fives as class starts. It's clear that she cares, and her class is unafraid to take risks and fail because she reinforces the usefulness of learning from mistakes. Her students know that she always prepares material that is difficult, but with sustained effort, totally doable. She's employing a variety of strategies to ensure that her entire class is involved in the action. And these 2 students are eager to show how prepared they are because the teacher called their parents last night to praise their work in class. Remember, with the right strategies, a teacher can meaningfully influence her students' effort. So let's get started.